get back into this. I did end up. I was just really feeling real tired after dinner last night, so I just called it. I knew it was gonna happen. I just called it nice and early. So, I think we're heading on mission. Maybe I'll find a store to sell stuff.
Hello.
Pardon me.
Wellsman, you have a nice day now.
Huh.
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leak.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win. You really suggesting is so outlandish? All the phenomena.
Hey,
you see
folks.
out in the stars. We appear to have a visitor.
What up?
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
All right. So, pirates
I
attacked.
see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah.
She's here, with the artifact.
Yeah, Dick.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mateo.
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
let's focus
Mateo.
on what's in front of us,
I like Mateo.
shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Yeah, it was. We're just gonna be honest. It was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Huh.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Let's do it.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's
Whoa.
it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
she's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Heh.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
I do, yeah. Yeah, let's start with this. Yeah, how much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
Alright. You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
Alright.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Okay. Nice, I leveled up. Oh, man. I should probably get this because she just talked about giving me a boost pack. I think I can get this. Alright, so I gotta talk to everybody. Probably.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
Hey, Noelle. Hi, you seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Yep. How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
The vision I saw. What do you think it was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Barrett saw something too.
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
Yeah, whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact.
Fair enough.
That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
All right. Yeah, let me know how I can help you.
Well,
learn.
right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. How would organic resources help with learning about the artifacts?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to
Right.
rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
All right. Do I have some?
Anything I can learn from is a help.
I don't know if I'm gonna need this later or not. Sealant actually feels like something I might need. Let's hold off on that. And yeah, Sarah said something about a place.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you.
Yeah, I'm totally.
And
gonna
along
stick
the
around.
way, I can give you the very
What else?
abbreviated tour.
I ain't got shit else to do. All right. Let's go talk to more people first.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the
I
artifacts
like this
and nothing
dude
else.
a lot.
You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
Yeah, what brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
All right. Yeah, what do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
All right. All I know is I've never experienced anything like it.
That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves.
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
All right.
Take care of yourself.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
It's all good, dude. Yeah, I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So,
all right.
let's start over.
Yeah.
Shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Yo, I respect a grumpy old man who can mea culpa like that. Shows a lot of maturity. Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
All right. Yeah, what kind of company is...
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Yeah, do you think the visions I had mean anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
I appreciate this guy is willing to see that he was wrong very quickly. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here.
That's for sure.
Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What is your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Alright. Yeah, this isn't where I expect to find a
Funny
CEO.
thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Alright.
Until next time.
I think I've talked to everyone. I think I'm supposed to follow Noel.
You mind if I ask you kind of a personal question, Walter? You sure spend a lot of time on Constellation business. Doesn't Issa miss you?
It's true, I am away from home quite a bit. I'm told that when I'm not here, I'm distracted by what I might be missing, and wind up crabby. Or, my personal favorite, irascible. My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of our best interests if I can spend my time working from the Lodge as often as possible.
Wow. All right. Whatever works for the two of you, I guess. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time.
So, I'm gonna look at my missions. So I gotta talk to Sarah. Access secure storage. That one's done. Got it. Cool. So Sarah is like the main mission, is my guess. Cool. I think I was supposed to
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Okay.
Stay safe, okay?
Isn't she supposed to show me to my room?
I trust you're still satisfied with your choice to join Constellation, Noel.
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
I'm glad to hear it. You could have done just about anything. So, it's important to me that you feel valued here.
It's not always easy, but I just remind myself that if it weren't for you, and for Constellation, I'd have no idea that any of this was going on. I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts it.
So this bed is owned. Oh, it's not gonna play it? Following is an excerpt from 2283 SSNN news report about Constellation's near collapse. And although Constellation's relevance has been a subject of much debate amongst the new Atlantis intelligentsia, the disappearance of founder Sebastian Banks was a blow most felt the organization couldn't survive. In fact, Constellation's disbanding seemed imminent until member Chloe Bao changed her vote in the 11th hour, thus ensuring the group's continued operation, at least for the time being, as well as her unexpected appointment to the position of chair. I'm not stealing their friendship. That's me. Wow, this place is big. There's a little bar here. Got it. I can actually cook food. Ah. This one's also owned, huh? Report the Clark Lewis. I breached the hull at approximately 13:48 Seoul time. As expected, all internal systems were offline. Emergency power had ceased to function years earlier, so I was navigating the ship in 0G. Again, I expected that. Almost immediately, I started seeing the bodies. They were everywhere. The crew, the settlers, all of them, drifting throughout the ship. What surprised me were the obvious variations in the causes of death. Those not in suits were frozen and fairly well preserved, and I imagine some of them actually asphyxiated. Others were emaciated, as if they had starved prior to death and freezing. Others had substantial wounding, gunshots, stab wounds. I even found an arm floating amongst the debris, but not the owner of said arm. Yeah, okay. It was when I got to the engine room that things finally started to make sense. Due to my approach, I hadn't noticed it from the outside, but half the compartment was actually gone, completely destroyed. The helium-3 tanks had ruptured, somehow sabotage. Faulty equipment wasn't clear, but the reactor was gone, blown into space. No helium-3 meant no jumping, no reactor meant no engines, no thrusters. That meant the Clark Lewis was dead in space forever. A few personal logs I discovered only confirmed what I then assumed. Life on the Clark Lewis devolved over the course of the next few years. Some people starved to death, others resorted to violence and even murder. There was even some compelling, though unsubstantiated, evidence indicating cannibalism. Oof. For the settled systems at large, the disappearance of the Clark Lewis is a topic of urban legend. Like Bigfoot or the Roanoke colony, part of the myth held that the ship had made it to some Eden-like planet where the settlers had established a kind of utopia. It's a hell of a thing knowing something an entire galaxy does not, holding on to a truth so terrible you're not even sure it should see the light of day. Chloe Bow's extensive 2282 report on the destruction of the Clark Lewis colony ship, which was reported lost in the year 2257, was a subject of much contention within Constellation. At the time when space exploration was already on the decline, Sebastian Banks feared that the horrifying story of the Clark Lewis and its crew would prevent people from venturing out into the dangerous unknowns of space. Okay. So this leads into that hall. So this leads into that room that I was in. Alright. Alright. Sir Livingston's second journal. I heard tell from some of the old-timers that although the Earth suffered its sad fate, that her faithful companion Luna fared much better. Apparently, you can still find the remnants of one of the old Apollo missions, something of a secret rite of passage for chairs of constellation, if Banks was to be believed. During one of those rare interludes of calm while doing other research on Earth, I figured I could spare the time. I was, as they say, in the neighborhood. It took some serious scanning and a couple false leads, but I found it to walk in the same place as those earliest of interstellar explorers. Unbelievable what they achieved with such primitive technology. I found the whole experience moving, inspiring. I will advise my successor to do the same. We'll make a proper tradition of it yet. This is an excerpt from Sir Malcolm Livingston's second journal. I'm gonna leave this stuff here for now. This looks owned too, right? Right, so that's where I can. Right. Yo, this place is big. Owned. Oh, that's cool. I'm not stealing anything from these people. These are my people. Hopefully. Ah. Not owned. I think this is mine. Sweet. Alright, so I still have more. Anyways, now I know where my place is. Sweet. I have a feeling this is going to take me back down. Yeah, okay, this takes me back to the bar. Oh, my inventory is high. Let's go back to that safe. Can't. Ah, there we go. Wonder if I can play with that. I'm gonna check it out. I should get that molecular thing back. Molecular extractor. I just feel like that's something I might end up needing. Oh, I have a constellation pack now. That's pretty cool. Okay. I think I'll keep them both on me for now. I do kind of dig it, but I like what we got. At least for now. You know, like maybe if we like go out on the town, I'll like switch into that. I'll keep that on me, just in case. Alright, there we go. Now, as long as I don't run up. So I really do gotta watch the weight. That makes sense.
Sarah's the best possible person to be running Constellation in a time like this. Focused, nonsense, and dedicated.
What can I help you with?
Alright, let's do it. Let's talk.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Yeah, what do you know about the
Not
others?
much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
How well known is
I
Constellation?
don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
Alright. I think I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually, but a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
Yeah, where's the UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Alright, yeah. Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Alright. Have to admit, I'm excited my
Felt
first
the
mission.
same way when I started, too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Locked is your follower if you continue. Got it. Alright, let's go get it.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Alright, so... Does she follow me?
I am at your service, Captain.
Sweet.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast.
Do you mind if I ask some
No, it's
personal
fine.
questions?
Go ahead.
What do you consider your areas
You
of
mean,
expertise?
apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital.
Is there anything you like to do for fun besides exploring?
Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly.
Do you have any religious?
My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs.
Alright.
Oh, okay then. Talk to you later.
Alright, let's get on with it. Where are we going? We're going this way. You not coming? There she is. Okay. Woo! I don't know if I'm going the right way or not, but this is pretty cool. Definitely not. She is. Where's our robot friend, huh? Did he get stuck?
Protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities.
Alright, dude.
Sarah, good to see you. Who's your friend? Another space explorer. Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
What is the Vanguard?
United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. Independent captains enlist, get to use their own ships, and the UC provides them with sustained work and credits. And put in your time, and you're guaranteed UC citizenship and everything that comes with it. Discounts on UC goods and medical services, chance to own a place in New Atlantis. Only way a foreign captain could even dream of seeing those sorts of benefits. So, you want in?
Yeah, maybe later. Yeah, we'll think about it.
All right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Yeah, wait, what's wrong with this whole system?
You kidding? Lowest posting request rate in the whole fleet. Only thing there the UC cares about is Mars. And no one wants to go to Mars. They want to get off Mars.
Yeah, fair enough. Who's this Mora?
Oh, he goes way back. Think he was recruit number 81 or something.
Bob? We'll talk to him, yeah.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Alright. A bar in Spaceport sounds like
It's
home.
definitely a lifestyle, burning helium out there, seeing where the stars take you. I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way. You just come talk to me when you're ready. UC is a good friend to have.
To the Commander Tola about joining the Vanguard. Ah. So, I wonder if I should join them. Well, I know it's good. It's been a short play, but I'm already feeling a little tired. I might be calling it early tonight. I think the space part? Am I ready to leave? I think so.
I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the gnat. Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Let's see if
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic. Okay.
I've been trying to exercise more and eat healthier, but I feel like it'd help if I had a couple.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
A diplomatic
Security sniffers, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
The law is the law, sir.
All right, back to our ship.
So, where to next?
Well, you think she's gonna comment on my shit all over the floor? Where's our robot friend? Yeah, why don't I have him? Sorry. Whew. Manage your crew, review and change their assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills, which enhance your ship or outposts. Whew. Take off. Gotta remember to turn the grav thing off.
This is UC Security. Prepared to be scanned for contraband?
It did.
Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
All right. Nope. Okay. So I think I got at least a little of this mission in me. Ship.
Funny. I bet I've spent more time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Sidonia itself.
Woo! I forgot to put on a suit. Alright, let's go.
Oh, what a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
I have environmental damage. Oh no. That robot might have my other suits. Oh, but it might just be the, I might have to go back to before I came. No. Alright, is this better? Got it. Cargo like that. That makes sense that I would need a suit that can handle radiation if I'm walking around the surface of Mars.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
There are no other surprises? Mid five figures.
5 figures? 5?
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
How much
Got
money
it.
we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, forget it. But we just filled our last openings. You think we have a couple contracts in
It actually was back this way.
It's possible they may not extend.
People always ask me what I think about mining.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist. Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for.
It's good to drink.
Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good.
I like it. chivalry?
Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust.
You're right, I meant no offense.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since.
He stepped back.
We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Yeah, wait, the blackest
Got
sea?
another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
I'm not about to leave a brave soldier behind to help us find him.
You in the service? I know the feeling, but, you just get so used to losing people. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Oh. Ah. Let's try Sarah Morgan.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
I'm gonna try it. You can need help. You shouldn't put a price on that.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
Okay. Yeah, what matters to you more, the money or Mora's life?
Guess I should ask you the same question. You paying or what?
We could be the only ones who can find him.
Maybe he's not gonna get found. I'm out the cash either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this route. I'm sorry.
Okay, I get it. I just need a second to think.
Nice.
Alright, I'll give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time I was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Alright, cool. I feel good because last time I had to do one of those convincing things, I failed. And this time, I came really close to failing.
I heard they found another new freshwater deposit. Ridiculous prices.
Mine takes all types, from upstarts, former military.
Used to think I was Vanguard material. Till I
So
Going to have the lug cargo.
I'm trying to decide if I should run and run back and get our robot friend real quick. I feel like I was supposed to have him with me. You know what? Let's see if it costs anything. I just don't know how I would get him. I don't know why he didn't follow me out.
Know when you're ready to launch.
Hey, how do I get out? There we go. Yeah, I think I may just call it now. 'Cause I'm getting tired. I want to figure out if I'm supposed to get that robot, have him with me or not. He's got some of my stuff, but I guess that's not a huge problem. I got gear. Yeah. So the old neighbors. Let's just do a quick check. Make sure I'm not totally screwed. I'm gonna try something real quick. Alright, I'm not sure. Anyways, I think this is the right spot to call it for the night. I'll be back tomorrow. I gotta be up early anyways.